The subject is seated in a chair and instructed to hold both arms out in front of him and upward so that the hands are above eye level. They should be parallel, the hands being about 2 feet apart. The hypnotist now moves back and forth in front of the subject from one side to the other, making a small postural change in the subject's right arm first, then over to the other side to make a similar charge in the left arm. First, the right arm is bent at the elbow so that the hand comes a bit inward and downward, the right elbow simultaneously extending more outward. The hypnotist then moves over to the left side and repeats the movement of the subject's left arm in the same way. After each movement, he pauses a few seconds and observes the posture. This permits him both to observe the subject's reaction and to allow time for adjustment to the new change in posture. Once again, he moves to the subject's right side and adjusts the right arm again slightly downward. This is then matched in a few seconds with a similar adjustment in the left hand. The postural adjustments of the arms and hands are constantly transmitting the message of inward and downward, inward into oneself, and downward toward a more unconscious level of awareness. Finally, when the hands are almost together and are barely above the lap, the hypnotist grasps both of them firmly by the wrist and forcibly lowers them rapidly all the way down. At this point, the subject's eyes will usually close and his head slump forward on his chest. If this does not happen, the hypnotist can pull the eyelids down, and by a push on the back of the head, administer this final forceful suggestion, which implies go inward and downward, close your eyes and enter deep relaxed, hypnotic state. No words have been spoken, but the induction has been accomplished by the series of progressively spaced changes in posture. To remove the hypnotic state which has been so achieved, the hypnotist simply reverses the movements. First, he lifts up the head. Then he lifts up both arms to the position they held just prior to the forcible lowering of them. Next, one arm and hand at a time, the movements are reversed. The movements are now outward and upward. Come up out of yourself and back into the conscious state is the message. Finally, the arms are back in their original position. The patient's eyes are fully open. The head is up